Good day, our lovely viewers. Today we're talking about YouTube blogging as a content creation skill, and our guest for today is Dr. Adititun.
Good day, viewers.
So, sir, our first questions for today is, and our viewers would like to know, what inspired you to start creating content on YouTube, and how did you find your niche?
Thank you very much for that question. I started YouTube around 2019, and this is the month of December. I started around the month of December in 2019. During that time, I was bothered about how to get extra source of income in a way. And I was checking online for different ways to make money online, because making money offline is going to affect one's work. So in the process, I came across blogging, I came across YouTube and many others. I tried different ones, and YouTube at the end of the day came out as the best for me. In terms of blogging, you have to have a blog. And if you are going to have a blog, you buy domains, and every day you have to be renewing. You have to pay. But in case of YouTube, you don't need to pay. All you need to do is to make your content available on YouTube, and then people will start viewing it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So, as a YouTube expert, how do you balance staying true to your creative vision while keeping to audience preference and trends?
How do I do what?
How you stay true to your creative vision while catering to audience preference and trends. You know, audiences want new trends and they want you to go for the trends. So how do you balance it with your own niche?
Yes, there is what is called quality and quantity balance in life. There's what is called quantity and quality balance. That's a general life norm. You try to maintain quality. At the same time, you try to maintain to keep to the quantity and the quality. Now, when I started my YouTube channel, I was just checking online for how to do it. So I was learning by error, trial and error. I was learning by trial and error and learning by trial and error. But at the end of the day, I was able to get some things. In fact, when I started, I was merging a lot of niches together. Everything I was doing, everything I was interested in, that was what I was doing, not what the people are interested in. So in the process, I had a lot of things, mistakes, but at the end of the day, I got it right. Got it right in that I began to see what people are interested in, what people are watching most on my channel.
Yes.
There are some videos I do that even one view it doesn't get. But some you do, it gets a lot of views. That shows that's what people are interested in. So I now try to create more videos in that direction. But along the line, sometime 4 months ago, I decided to niche down on my channel so that my main channel is niched. All the videos that are not related to that main niche, I removed them. I created other channels and I put them there. So this one has its niche, this one has its niche, this one has its niche. So that is that. So there's a quantity and quality balance that I applied.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the wisdom. So most of our viewers here are people who just want to start YouTube, who just want to start creating content on YouTube. What are the basic tools needed for content creation on YouTube as a starter?
Yeah, the basic tools. When I started with a phone. I was using the Techno.
Yes.
Because that was all I had then. Then I had my laptop also. So sometimes I use the laptop sometimes. In fact, many things were wrong when I started. But what I realized in life is that somebody said, what is worth doing is worth doing well. At the same time, another person said, what is worth doing is worth doing badly at first. So the first time, you will not get it perfect. So I see that most people don't start anything because they want to get to perfection. But when you start, you can't be perfect when you start. So it's when you continue and now you become part of. So whatever tool you have, whatever equipment you have, start with it. Once you have a phone, start with the phone. What I advise people is that make sure there's lightning where you are. If you cannot buy any lightning at night, make sure that you do your filming, your video during the day, so that the natural light will be your light. Then you face the light, like this is a window now. So you open the window at home. If it's at home, you open the window so that light can come in, and then you sit down facing it. So the same thing with the volume. If your phone does not have a big volume, you make sure you record closely so that the voice can go into the phone. Also, you can also work on the volume of the phone, increase your own voice so that it can get in. So these are some of the things. Basically, the main tool is a camera, and your phone has its camera. So you can go into that. Then later on, you can start investing in better phones that has higher camera resolutions for video. So you can start using that. And then as time goes on, you keep investing more and more into it. But basically, most YouTubers today, they don't even have a camera, they have a phone. If you have a good iPhone, it's sufficient. Some phones have more quality than any camera you want to buy, so special camera. So that is what I have to say.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And it's quite confusing to students in the University of Ilorin, because why is content creation on YouTube a different skill from content creation in the TEC?
Well, the content creation is content creation. You understand? Content creation is content creation. But now I'm talking about content creation on YouTube. There's content creation on TikTok. There's content creation. There's general content creation. But I focus on content creation on YouTube. I was also looking at content creation on blog. I had up to 4 blogs previously, but I closed them all off because you are not making money, and every year you have to renew. And naira to dollar is increasing. And now you have to still pay for that blog. Sometimes go to 50,000, 100,000 as the dollar increases. So what's the use? And you're not even sure. And then people are not even reading as much as they watch. People watch more than they read. So what is the use? So that's why I closed the blog. Now, content creation in different platforms are different. The audience is the same people watching, but what YouTube is about is different from what Instagram is about. It's different from what TikTok is about. It's different from what we trend on TikTok will not trend on YouTube. Because the interest, the focus, the way the algorithm of YouTube is different from the algorithm of the other social media apps. It's different from the algorithm of Facebook. Facebook algorithm is not about video. It's not about video. It's about a lot of things. They're just including video. But YouTube is the main video, and then YouTube is the second search engine after Google. So anything you are searching for, after you search it on Google, it will take you to YouTube. It won't take you to TikTok. It won't take you to other places. It will take you to YouTube is the second. So that is why. So if you and then YouTube is owned by Google, but Google does not own TikTok. Google does not. So there's a synergy. Then content creation for YouTube. People make money on TikTok, they make money on Instagram, but it's not as straightforward as on YouTube. So what is the use of producing content? And sometimes I sit down, I say, people are just posting on Facebook. Why are they posting? If you can't monetize it, why are you posting? You use your money to buy data, you don't beg for money to buy data, but you do something that is not going to fetch you anything. Like somebody said, if you have a smartphone, and you have internet, that you're making money online. So you can be making content on YouTube. And if you plan and schedule it, you can monetize and start making money. But on the other places, it's a different ballgame. It's not as straightforward as it is on YouTube. So that's why.
So, thank you, sir. Most of our viewers, as I said, are students. And most people that want to go into content creation on YouTube nowadays are more of students. So what can be done that will help students balance their education and their content skill?
Well, I tell students and I tell everybody that cares to listen that we are all content creators. The only thing is that we We don't organize the content and record it and put it somewhere. Today, as I am, almost everything I do, almost not all, almost any useful thing I do, I record it. Even if I don't record my face, I record the audio so that I can transmit it into a video. The reason is because we all talk to our friends, we all do different things throughout the day. So if you talk to your friends, you can even gist with your friend for hours.
Yes.
So out of that hour, out of that gist, why can't you record the gist? Okay, normally you gist. And this gist is interesting, something that you always gist about Nigeria, always gist about America, you gist about football, you gist about different. So why didn't you organize that gist and put the camera in your front and then sit down and gist and then put it out? Other people want to listen to that gist. You understand? So in a way, everybody is a content creator, but the issue is that they don't organize it. They don't organize the content. Even dancing. Funshio Adeolu today is no longer acting as before because it's based abroad now. But he has a channel where he dances. I think he's on Instagram.
Yes.
He dances. I saw TikTok. I saw an interview. He said he dances. And people were looking at what is in a dance. This guy dancing. But he's getting money from that. People are contacting him.
Yes, sir.
Now, also content creation. Every business you are doing today. It will be local business if it's not online. How can it be online? It's on YouTube or other social media.
Yes.
So that sends a signal much more than you just word of mouth or writing. Now you have been posting about a particular thing on YouTube or another social media for years, for 1 year, for 2 years. Now something is coming up. You just send the link of your channel. They now go there, they see what you have been doing over 2 years. And somebody does not have a link to any channel, and you're talking about business, they won't take that person serious, they'll take you serious. Yes. Because they see everything they have been there for 2 years. So for students, what I would say is that you just have to schedule your time. It's a timetable. And in fact, students have more opportunities. In Nigeria, we talk about no job and no this, but people are making money from content creation. They are making a lot of money, and there are different segments to content creation. There are different things people can do. You can help brands to organize their program. You can help brands to do different things as a content creator. You can help brands to advertise, to market their product. You can do a lot of things, but they won't come and meet you if you don't start. So as a student, many students waste time now in transit. Most students in this university, they live off campus or even on campus, you transport to town. While you are in the bus, why can't you make content? Why can't you think of a content you can make while you're in the bus? You can. So you just talk to people in the bus, please, I want to make content about this and that, as I in this you will talk. Even people in the bus can help you to be adding something to the content. And then, so what time did you waste? A normal time is also being in transit, you convert it to time for content creation. So when you are going in the morning, you can do 3 videos. It depends on your content. So all the people in the bus together with you, most times if I'm at home, I will tell my children and wife that please, I want to do video, please keep quiet. So they'll keep quiet. I don't really want to talk, that is doing video. Everybody will keep quiet. The same thing anywhere you are. So any special time that you feel at this time, so you schedule the time. It doesn't affect your academics. And in fact, you can be doing something related to your academics.
Yes, sir.
Many people are talented. There's people that have comedy talents, that have different talents. So how are you going to social media have made it very easy for you to push out your talent and everything you can do. So it doesn't affect, it will not affect the schoolwork. Like myself, it doesn't affect my work at all.
Yes.
It doesn't. So in fact, if you're a content creator, because you are creative, everybody is creative. But now, to be creative, to sit down and create it, it's going to be, you are also going to be creative in your main work. That creative idea will push into your courses. Sure. It will put you will be sure saying, I'm a content creator. Content creator must not fail. You will be reading now.
Yes.
And with content creator, you need people to fail. You are already popular.
Yes.
So there's something you'll be doing now. No, content creator, no, I can't do this. I can't. So it's even help to balance your life and help you to scale things up.
Yes, sir. If you've watched this video to this point, I'll advise you to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you really enjoy this video and you want more of this video to pop on and give you notification whenever we post a better video or something of this niche. Stay tuned. So sir, how do you interact with your audience and what role do they play in shaping your content?
Thank you very much. That is a very good question. When I started, I think some of the videos I did initially, I did some of them here. And that camera I was using there was very funny. It used to be dark, but now it's this with the new phones I'm using now is better. And sometimes I do my videos here. So I've said this initially. When you push out a video, audience will ask you a question. When they ask the question, you respond. So some people will say, we want to do video on this. That is giving you video ideas. Some people say, how will I get video ideas to do? How will I know the next video to do? The question and answer section of your own video is going to tell you. So the question people are asking you more, you do more content on that, or the video people are watching more on your channel. They may not even ask questions, but they are watching more. You see that this video, other videos are watching 10, 10, 10. This one they watch like 1,000. Then you should do more of that video that they're watching 1,000. But that is what the audience like. So you do more of that, and then that goes like that.
Yes, sir. So, what strategies can you give to grow one's YouTube channel and maintain consistency over time?
There's no one line fits all strategy. There are different methods that people use. Number one, you need to produce a lot of content. If you're just starting, don't start a channel and produce 1, 2, 3, 4 videos and leave it for 1 year. Okay, you produce 4 videos for 1 year. Somebody comes and like the videos and watch the 4 videos. So what else is on the channel? Nothing. So the person will go. And when the person goes, the person will find another channel there are many people creating content. Another channel like your own channel. And then the person will go and watch that channel. And that person is producing video every day. And the person will fit to that place, to that channel. So what you need to do is you have to be consistent. You produce about 30 to 50 videos about different areas, and then see how your audience are interacting. So the way they're interacting, that will show you direction to go. When you decide direction to go, then every day you're producing content. Or every 2 days, or every 3 days, be consistent. Or even every week, be consistent, depending on the type of channel. So the type of channel determines how often you produce videos. I was watching some of my competitors' channel yesterday night or this morning. I saw they produce like 5 videos in a day. That's because what they are talking about, they're talking about different things and there are updates every time. Updates are coming up every time. So they update on this. So they do research and do that. I am working, so I cannot be doing video like that. But I try.
Yes.
I try as much as I can to do the little bit I can do. When those people, that's their major job, then they do. So youths that are unemployed, that are in leaving school, and instead of just waiting, beside your channel while you're in school, when you finish school, just fire on.
Yes.
And continue creating your content like no man business. And then before you know it, you're going to get there.
So sir, I know most of our viewers will love this question. I've been waiting for this question. When it comes to monetization, because one of the sole reasons of people creating content is to make money. So sir, how long does it take before you can start getting significant monetizations from your channel?
You see, I want talking about monetization and making an income online generally, or in any field. There's an individual which is teaching how to make money online, how to get $1,000 online as a beginner in 2 days, in 3 days. People will rush and go there.
Yes.
You even say they should do this in 3 months, they will become millionaires. People rush and bought the course. After everything, he told them that they are not wise, that they are beginners. He told you are a beginner. Now how can beginner be making money? You understand? It's like somebody is learning mechanic, and then it's an apprentice, and he's making more money than those who have been in the business, who have graduated from the apprenticeship like 4 years ago. Is it possible? It's not possible. because the experience and other things are not there. So the person eventually now explain that that's what they call clickbait, and there are many of it online. They'll tell you that they will teach you will start making money on YouTube in 30 days. It's not so. When people know you before they start trusting you, they're watching your channel. Like, so when did you come on YouTube that people will know you? So that's why consistency is important. It takes time. Don't let's lie. It takes time. So that's why I said those who are still in school, they can just be doing it as part of the time. Then when they finish school, it will start flowing. It will go up. So it takes time. Now, I have on the recent videos I did, I have an advert I put here that those who want me to help them set up a YouTube channel, faceless, there's what we call faceless YouTube channel where you will not see the person's face. You can just see pictures or designs or pictures of other things, and there are free pictures online on pixels.com, on Pixabay, and on some other sites. You can pick some pictures, even videos, free videos without voice. So you do a voiceover over the video. You can see somebody playing ball or doing something or driving a car, and you'll be talking and making your content over the video. Then you record it. So I can do that on the channel for somebody, but to get it monetized, it takes 6 to 12 months before it can be monetized. But it also monetize how much is the money. Most YouTubers don't tell the truth that what they are earning. At the start, it's not too fantastic, but with time, when you say there's no employment and a youth is getting maybe in 2 months or 3 months getting $1,000 or $500 or $200, it's something.
Yes.
You just keep on. Mike Angel, who is about the richest YouTuber in Nigeria at the time, I don't know now, or even in Africa, at the time was the richest. You see the way he just doing his comedy,
yes.
And then playing, and he's a big boy. He has a lot of things going on well for him. Now, he said when he started, it took him like 3 to 4 years before he started making real money. When he started, people used to borrow money. He said he'd be shooting video from morning till night, because it's comedy skits and it's like drama. So he'll be repeating some parts, he'll be doing some parts. I think there's a guy that was working in Shell, a friend of his. He will go to work, he'll come back and meet them recording. And the guy said, why are you doing this thing? This thing is not paying you. That guy working in Shell, earning big money. He said, but later on, that guy now started working, he came to work for him as one of his managers. So it takes time. But it's like a business. It takes time to build. And when you have built it, then it slows. Now, Mackenzie, like, there's a comment, Sabinos was telling us that just one advert that he does, it earns like 1.5 million. And then he said in a month, he gets like 2. That is apart from his comedy skits on YouTube, on Twitter, on TikTok. Then apart from his MC, all that things he does. Apart from inviting him for any program, just for him to do an advert for you, 1.5 million, and he gets like 2 in a month. So you can see. But when he started, this same Sabino said when he started, he used to get 2 views. One of the views is from himself, the other one is from his sister. So you get, so that when people want to start with you and just blow out, it doesn't go down. It's not like that. Now most people start, then at a point they stop. So we wasted their time. So that's why now in this course we are grouping students to 30, so that they can, if 10 we drop, the other 20 can go. If you go in 25 and 30, say they don't know what to do, the other 5 can keep pushing it. Then, since they are 30, they can plan and you produce one content in a month. That's after the course. You can produce one content in a month on the other channel. And that means everybody produce one content in a month. So every day it will be one content. So that will keep the channel going, instead of the channel to just go down. So most things that happen are destined for consistency. Even if you are monetized on YouTube, and after 6 months, you don't put up a video, you'll be demonetized. If you're monetized and for 6 months, no video, nothing from you, you'll be demonetized. So it's the need for consistency. That's what I see here.
So, lastly, what advice would you give to someone who wants to turn content creation into a full-time career?
The advice I'll give to someone who wants to turn content creation to full-time career is that number 1, learn. Number 2, start. Number 3, continue. Number 4, don't stop. Number 5, keep learning. the same thing, just repeat the same thing. No matter where you think you've known, something else is coming up again. Even
New
YouTube,
updates.
even YouTube, they organize some things where they ask their people, YouTubers, to take part. They train them on certain things, on certain trends, on certain things. So every time there are updates. So even if you have started, you still need to keep updating. Then make contact with other YouTubers. You can make contact online with them. Comment below their videos. Then don't just follow all YouTubers. Follow YouTubers in your niche. Because if you follow all YouTubers, YouTube will be recommending all kind of videos to you. So follow YouTubers or watch YouTubers without your channel you register with in your niche, so that anything that is also YouTube is showing to you is something in your niche. So then you have to just interact, see what other people that are succeeding on YouTube are doing, and then copy them.
Yes, sir.
So there's no clear-cut formula. You can't say you want to reinvent the wheel. See what is already moving, and then you to do your own version of it. That's simple.
Yes, sir. So, thanks a lot to our guest, Dr. Aditutum. Please, bid the viewers a farewell.
What?
A farewell.
All right. Thank you, viewers, for tuning in. So this is just a tip on content creation for YouTube. If you want to know more about me, I have my channel, Dr. Oluwegaditu TV. That is my YouTube channel. I have more than 5,000 subscribers. Previously, when I started, I used to beg, please subscribe, please subscribe. Now I don't beg subscribers again. For those who watch the channel and are interested, they subscribe. The problem with subscribe is that somebody may not be interested in your channel and subscribe, and he doesn't watch. So you have many subscribers,
But low views.
So for me, it doesn't make any sense. So only those who are really interested subscribe, and then they keep coming back. So thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. And as I said, subscribe to this YouTube channel. My name is Sheriff Abdullah Obami, and behind the camera is my partner, Damilola.
Oladipo Damilola Gloria.
So thank you very much. Stay tuned and subscribe. Thank you.
Farewell.